Holding on number 31, Chris Timberlake. Penalty.
So another trip to the line for Jason Castro.
Second, Jason Castro shooting 2.
Talk and text, a team that led by as many as 28 points
in game number 3. Find themselves down by 19.
That's
the biggest
right.
lead was earlier at 20. Now it's down to 18. But under a minute left here in the third quarter.
Less than a minute to go. Timberlake to Meyerhofer. And that's going to be another blocking foul. It's going to be against Harvey Carey.
But they're not in the penalty. That'll just be the 14th foul of Talk and Text. So a 14-second shot clock here for BMIG.
They get it down to Pingris. Aliado, baseline jumper.
6 points here in the last 2 minutes for Aliado. Total of 8 in the ballgame.
And the Talk and Text up on Texters, they're going to try to milk this shot clock here. But the job that the BMIG Derby Ace Llamadas have done here in the third quarter and really all game long, all of the surprise contributions, it may have been all James Yap and KG Canaleta in the first half, but now you've got guys like Don Aliado.
Well, look at the lineup of all the teams that are playing in the semifinals. They're all deep. Many of them have named players on their bench. Very experienced. You know, if the team starts well, with its stars starting well, the others just follow. That's as simple as that.
Miracle heave by Rico Meyerhofer, sails out of bounds, and the BMIG Derby Ace Llamadas have again managed to limit the Talk and Text Tropan Texters 76 to 57. Confidence at an all-time high, and the Talk and Text Tropan Texters will have to think of a comeback during this break. We are back at the Big Dome, just moments away from the payoff quarter in game number 4 in the semifinal series between the BMIG Derby Ace Llamadas and the Talk and Text Tropan Texters. Talk and Text ahead in the series 2-1. But the vital signs of the BMIG Derby Ace Llamadas in this series, based on what they've shown here in the first 3 quarters,
very good.
Very, very good. Definitely, they're really seeing. They're really looking at being able to tie this series. You saw their Commissioner Chito Salud. And over to Gino Rufino now.
Thanks, Vito. I'm here with Coach Chot Reyes. Coach, it seems like BMIG has been hitting everything throughout this game. What do you guys need to do here in the final 12 minutes?
We need to play harder and hope they start missing.
Thank you very much, Coach. Plain and simple. Back to you, Vito and Dr. J.
That's a laconic answer, but he is correct. First of all, they have not played well, and the other team has just played a superb brand of basketball. So, you can't take away that from them. I mean, how many 3-point shots have they missed here?
The play has been stopped here. Looks like there's going to be a foul against Talk and Text.
Look at that happening here. James Yap, Canaleta, Simon, they're all resting, and they've still maintained this big lead.
That's
Actually,
right.
they even improved on it. So like I said, the others have gotten into the flow of the game. Aliado certainly helped there in the third quarter.
Aaron Aban for 3. No good.
Can buy a basket from the outside. 57 points at this stage.
And now, this is probably the first time we've seen this in this game, BMIG starting to slow down the pace.
Well, that's the hallmark of a team that is an experienced championship team. I mean, take advantage. Use the clock, milk it, and then make those baskets at the end of the shot clock.
Mark Pingris getting the shooter's bounce there to kick off the fourth quarter.
Finally, Larry Fonacier. He's not going to stop shooting. If they put in Alapag right now, he's not going to stop shooting. He's going to start shooting.
So Fonacier with 5 in the ball game. We're watching the PBA on Solar TV. Vito Lazadin here, along with Dr. J, Andy Howe, Gino Rufino, and Magoo Marjon at courtside. Don Aliado will try to back down from the high post. Fadeaway jumper is no good. Castro over to Kelly Williams. Williams in the paint.
What a move, yeah. That's a nice pivot move there. And again, like I said, anytime there's momentum, he's in the lead, George is going to call a timeout.
Coach George Gallen will not have any talk and text runs here in the fourth quarter. We've got another timeout. We'll be right back. This is what a jam-packed Araneta Coliseum looks like. 17,000 plus fans here at the Araneta Coliseum to see two semifinal games. Later on, it will be Barangay Ginebra taking on San Miguel. Game 3 of that series. San Miguel looking to bury the Barangay Ginebra Kings in a hole that no team in the PBA has ever gotten back from. While here in our first game, BMEG Derby Ace taking care of business. 10 minutes and 13 still remaining in the fourth quarter. But their bid to tie this series still looking good. Nice cut. Oh, but the rejection by Kelly Williams.
Well, that looked like a clean block to me.
So officials call a foul. Let's take another look at
It
it.
is a nice backdoor cut here.
Look clean to me as well.
That's not a foul.
So Timberlake helping the cause of frustrated Coach Chuck Reyes.
Well, his team has not played well at all.
No.
So there's nobody to blame. Their shooting has just been horrendous. They only shot 30%, below 30% in the third quarter. BMEG shot 60% in the third quarter.
And just nothing going for talk and text here. Timberlake at the point, over to Rico Meyerhofer. 7 seconds on the BMEG Derby A shot clock. In goes Meyerhofer, pass out. Canaleta, another one for 3, that's short. But Meyerhofer keeping it alive, he moves in.
That's one thing he's good at. You have to look for him on the weak side. No? Shooters shooting on the strong side. Meyerhofer is going to get that rebound on the weak side when they miss. Harvey Curry himself has not had a good game at all, whether defensively or offensively. And that's going to be a foul now, you know. He really loves to move away. He loves to hit you, then move away. It's like a fadeaway type of shot at the end. And those are hard shots. You shouldn't foul him that way because those are going to be hard shots.
That last foul on Harvey Carey, his third personal.
Well, Rich Alvarez may be seeing action for the first time here. You know, Carey is certainly not.
So it is 1 of 6 shooting so far from the free throw line for Rico Meyerhofer. Hasn't been a good trip to the charity stripe so far. And we want to remind everybody, those interested in joining the PBA Referees Academy, the deadline for submission of your application has been extended to January 31, 2011. For those who are interested, just call Ramil Cruz or Junior Bengwa at 470-276-8270.
Well, that really shows the league's intention of improving officiating and giving opportunities to people that may want to try.
A glimmer of hope now for the talk and text drop on texters as they've now started to find their range. Ryan Reyes now.
See, they've gone smaller. You put Rich Alvarez there, he's 6'4", you know, but obviously he's going to show a lot of intensity. You know? Those misses now beginning to hurt BMEG.
And Bonacher going inside to Alvarez. The kick out. Castro's wide open.
That could have been a big three-point shot, but that can be a possible three-point play. Kelly just can't finish underneath the basket.
And a more fired up talk and text drop on texters is what we're seeing now here in the fourth quarter.
Well, partner, it's desperation time. You know, you're down 15, 8 minutes and 17 seconds. If you talk about the time, that's a lot of time to get yourself back. But not if you continue to miss free throws and underneath the basket shots. No? James Yap coming back in for Meyer Hufford.
Coach Chot Reyes, the focal point of this Phoenix moment. Well, we know him to be a very flamboyant coach and very expressive coach, probably one of the most here in the PBA. Not afraid to show his emotions. And really, he has reason to feel that way. But now things are starting to look up for the Talk and Text Drop on Texters. Down now by 14.
Well, he's been frustrated for about 40 minutes now. So he'd like to see some ray of hope for his team here. And fielding in some players that are active, that have quick hands, could certainly help them.
So the shot clock at 4. Kelly Williams doing a good job of putting the handcuffs on James Yap on that sequence. No time left. Difficult shot taken by Jonas Villanueva. Ahead now to Fonacher. Fonacher sees the opening.
Another timeout's going to have to be called here by BMEG because that lead is down to 12 points. It's a 30-second timeout.
We've seen the Trop and Texters come back from bigger deficits. We got a 30-second timeout brought to you by Red Brake Fluid. Panatag ka sa biyahe mo. Well, the Talk and Text Trop and Texters, you don't become the number one team at the end of the elimination round if you don't have it in you to come back from deficits like this.
Then let's see if he's able to get 1 or 2 points. Every time he's called a timeout to stop momentum, his team has come back and responded with a spurt. I'm referring to George Gallant and the BMEG Derby Ace. Now, Chot had to gamble. He's keeping some of his best players on the bench. Jimmy Alapag is on the bench. Harvey Carr is on the bench. Ranidel. But look at the effort of these 5 on the floor. Quick players, guys that play defensively. Rich Alvarez is picking up James Yap. Total attendance 17,566. We're going to have a holding foul called against Alvarez on the cut by James Yap. Willie Marshall told us that Araneta has refused to allow people to come in kasi marami ng standing room sa general admission at saka sa upper back section. Pero there's still a lot of people outside. Put television out there.
Well, we can expect more of the same kind of attendance in games to come. Aliado, the jumper, no good. Rebound picked up by Jason Castro.
They really should speed it up because they don't want, and that's the way to get it. That's the worst thing that you want for Castro, is to be able to get to the basket, and that lead is down to 10. The effort here of Talk and Text to come back in this ballgame.
BMEG Derby Ace in danger now of getting blindsided here by the Talk and Text Drop on Texters. Roger Yap spins in the lane, nowhere to go, out to James Yap for 3. No!
And there's a push by Aliado, loose ball foul against Kelly. Ball will go to the Trop and Texters. So it is a 48-minute ball game. You cannot celebrate too early here.
Well, all the right conditions for a comeback are slowly coming into play here, are falling into place for the Talk and Text Trop on Texters. It's up to the Blue Shirts now to deliver.
Well, I thought that they really put Caneleta, maybe James and Simon a little bit too long because they had a big lead. Okay lang, you want to rest them for the next game. But now, you need them. And Castro almost had a 3-point play on another suicidal drive to the basket. There's a lot of time, 6:33.
Jason Castro has that uncanny ability to just blow by the defender. Not just one, but really blown by multiple defenders.
The blood pressure there in the BMEG is getting a little bit higher. You were talking about the vital signs earlier.
Yep.
Before it was 110/70, yep. Very good. Now it's about 130/90, getting higher.
2 for 2 for Jason Castro at the line. The lead is back down to single digits.
Saka alam mo, ilan na lang ang timeout natitira dito para sa BMEG, ha? 1 full and 1 20-second timeout na lang yata natitira. O 2 fulls and 1 20-second na lang ang natitira dito.
The last time this game was the last time the lead was at single digits was earlier in the second quarter.
It seemed like yesterday.
Well, with Simon now in the mix, let's see what he can do for BMEG Derby Ace. Simon, the runner. No. Bodies on the floor. Reyes, Fingers, and PJ Simon now falling all over each other. And I'm not sure if there were words exchanged there between